Oh, that you talking about awesome. And then Bait of Satan. All his books are good. The reason why I like his books because they're all biblical. He used biblical principles. He used excuse me. He used natural things as incidents and people that things that happen in his life, but it's all biblical. And I like stuff like that. I like to read. Like I was never a person that read. I think the last book I read, well, I can't tell you the name of that one. But anybody remember Shallow's Well? Everybody read it. Oh my God. See, when I was out there, I ain't nothing about my school. There ain't nothing about no note clips and all that stuff. But you could just, ooh. And so, but when I started reading and getting, the Lord always led me to people. Robert Lyron is a real good writer. He's a real spirit. See, I know these people also. Another thing that I read a lot of people that spirit feel. Now, I like John Maxwell. He's not spirit filled, and a couple of like that. But most people, when I want my revelation and stuff, I read people that spirit feel. And I don't jump to authors, all different authors all the time either. To me, that's like jumping to the people that I read are in the school of thought that we're in. See, and I see a lot of people don't do that. Hey man, what page we on?
Page 90, spiritual life.
Mm-hmm.
Page 90, spiritual life.
So we're on page 90, spiritual life. Now this ties into what I've been preaching about, ain't it? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The first book, Bishop,
Three battlegrounds. Okay, let's start reading.
Finally, a lack of faith people can wreak havoc in your personal relationship with God.
Yes, a lot of unsaved people can reap. Finally, a lack of saved people can reap havoc in your life. A lot of people. I was talking to somebody on the way over here. I was telling them the kind of person I am. You may think I'm weird, cause a lot of things that people run after and stuff. I don't run after that. They were talking to me about my single life, and I told them like this. I grew up, see, I hear people say all the time, I'm a loner. You're not a loner. Some of the people are not loners. I know what it is to be a loner. I grew up, my brother stayed around the corner from here, and he never come over and play with me or nothing. My biological brother. I would always go to their house because I didn't live with them. And I hear people say, oh, I'm alone. But I see more loner people who say they're loners die to be around people. Serious. They got 2 million people on Facebook. To me, that don't remind me of nobody that's lonely. It don't. I had to learn how to deal with people, so sometimes I don't buy that. Most people say they lonely. I'm satisfied with being myself. No, you're not. You're really not. And then most people that like that, they always make unsafe relationships. So the person was saying to me that, and they talk some wisdom. So I like people that talk wisdom. I try to be wise. I'm not always wise. James chapter 1, verse number 5, I show you. So I asked God for wisdom, and I wait on God. I was joking about someone younger, and so the day I go to Goodwill, and the little girl behind the counter, I have on my Alabama scarf, and she said, "Roll Tide." I said, "Roll Tide." Like that. So I'm on the phone with somebody, and she tried to talk to me. She said, "Are you from Alabama?" I said, "Yeah, I'm from Alabama." I said, "I'm from Birmingham." "Oh, I'm from Birmingham." So still trying to tell somebody. So the person on the end said, they seem like they interested. Yeah, I said, that's old enough to be my daughter. That's old enough to be my daughter. I'd be a fool to be going by Goodwill every day saying hey to her. Just have a conversation piece. You know, some of y'all like that though. You meet somebody on a market or a quick trip, you go to the same quick trip so you can say hey to the person you're talking to. Yeah. But I'm not like that. It's just when I really look back over my life, I appreciate the way I was raised because it made me not anxious. I've been anxious early in my life. That's how I made all the bad choices I made. So as I get older, I try to get wise. Give me a scripture.
If any of you lack wisdom.
If you lack wisdom, who you go ask? Your friends?
God.
Your family? You go ask God. Who giveth to all men what? Liberally. He freely gives it. See? But we don't ask God. We ask God through somebody else. Most of the time. And so I learned to be cautious in my life. You know, they introduced me to some lady. She was real nice. As a matter of fact, we didn't go out to eat. What happened, they invited her. When I got to the restaurant, she was there. Okay, so I sat at the table. Then when she was sit there and talk. And you was with me, weren't you? Okay, now, so when you with me too? No, Nikki, you was with me. Yeah, I just sit there and talk. She asked me questions, I was texting her, you know, but I didn't go deep in my life. So she started calling me, and so she called me. She was, you know, trying to be friendly. I was not rude, but then she hit a nerve. Bam. Okay, what nerve she hit? Number one, I don't want you in my life unless I let you in. Wow. So she said, I noticed you talk about your kids and your wife a lot. I do, because that was my life. I talk about God a lot. That was my life. I talk about what's my life. So I didn't go anything personal. You know how some of y'all do. Well, you know, I used to date Angelo. You know about the one in the church? Yeah, child. That didn't work out. Why would you say that? Huh? Why? I want to know that because I'm trying to put some stuff together. I'm working on some things on relationship. Why would you tell somebody that? Come on, y'all. I know y'all. Wait a minute. Is this mic on? Come on, because y'all, you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. Why would you?
Maybe they want some input, or maybe they want somebody to sympathize with them, and you know they're gonna open up and tell everything, and
okay, everything that they want to tell.
Yeah, and get somebody.
They're gonna tell nothing private about them.
Get somebody. No, they might tell the private stuff.
No, you know, reason why I say this, the reason why I teach like I do it. A lot of people, I don't owe you no explanation, but I really want you to understand what happens. We had a friend down in Savannah, and she married this guy. And then when she moved back home to their hometown, he had a child she didn't know nothing about. It was the same age her child. Now, he told her he had 2 children. He had 3. Now, how would you react to that, Brittany?
I would go off.
You would, okay. Sister Jenkins? You can be real. This class is real.
I mean, yeah, I would.
Don't you think that's something he should have told you up front?
Yeah, you should tell somebody.
See, that's why I don't like surprise, because people do stuff like that.
Straight up.
If you're going to be straight, I mean, you want me to get with you, I need to know about you, you need to know about me, and we need to talk about our private life,
Right.
so I can know what I need to digest, what I want, what I don't want.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You know, since you tell me you dated one person in the church and you done went through the whole church. So you done bowed down on the floor and rolled over with a ring and talk about when you married me, then I find out you done slept with half of the church. It's good to know that. You know, I was talking about the guy who in Mississippi. You remember he gave me that list in marriage count, how he do his marriage count. They ask you everything. Are you bisexual? Are you trisexual? How bad is your credit? You know, do he know? Have you talked about that? No, we don't talk about that. Because, see, men are trained to talk to women on a different level than women really receive them. Because, see, a lot of times they talk what they want to hear. You know, I ain't been with nobody, and child, I'm getting caldwells now. Just tell me how good I look. Come on now, I'm rocking with you. Come on now. Yeah. I ain't had nobody treat me like that a long time. Well, really what they did, they tuned in on you. I talked to a guy, and he told me, he said he likes to talk to women that have low self-esteem.
Why? So he can control?
That's the reason why.
Well, I ain't never liked nobody with low self-esteem. I'm serious. You know, serious. How many of y'all like somebody talk to you because you got low self-esteem? I used to talk to women who had themselves together. You know, really, they're the kind that, you know, I can have you, I can have you, I don't need you. When I met my wife, she was single. She's never been married. She was a go-getter. My brother-in-law, my wife told me, said the day after she graduated, she got in the car. Her dad would go and get these little regular cars, okay? And she got a stick. She had never drove a stick. She learned how to drive a stick before 3 o'clock, drove the stick to Birmingham to change her life. I like women like that. See? It's quiet up in here. He got to build your self-esteem, the devil. You know, and I looked at the brother, I like, you really, see, something wrong. Because she married you and you ain't have no job, devil. I married somebody like that. The girl told me, I didn't know he didn't want to work. He didn't work when you met him. Something's wrong with you. Is your temperature rising that high? Huh? Is your temperature rising that high that that you about to burst, so you would marry somebody who ain't got a job?
That's a mess right there.
You had to pay for the wedding, had to pay for his tub. No, this is what they do. The men is smart. They go to Walmart and get a ring. That's a promise ring. That's a promise ring. That is gold over silver. So I'm gonna do a little comedy special on this. You happy? Oh, look what he gave me. You got to take it off. Get you something to see where the diamond at. You better have some standards for yourself. Serious. Someone ain't got no standards. He done went over there. Target don't even sell jewelry no more. He done went to Target and got that ring. Are you happy? Look what he gave me. This guy, it was this girl who went to my church. So I knew they liked each other. But I knew they weren't going to get together. I just knew that. The Lord had already showed me. So when I come back, I had went to Bahamas, and I come back, and they wanted to talk to me. I didn't go to Bahamas. We just went to North Carolina again. Me and Felicia went to North Carolina. So when I got back, him and her wanted to meet with me, coming and holding hands. And so she said, I knew she was crazy as a best bug. And he was a little naive, quiet spoken. What was Brother Nathaniel? Was he Nigerian? He's one of those. He's an islander. Yeah. And so he was just real soft spoken. And so she come in there, she said, he gave me a promise ring. I said, oh. I said, what did you promise? So I let them talk. I knew it wasn't going nowhere. He didn't go, well, see, he wanted to teach her how to drive. She didn't know how to drive, so he taught her 85.
Oh, 85.
and she ready to kite
Oh,
into the
That's
wall.
nice.
Now she's trying to kill him.
sound like it.
Last time I heard about him, he finally got him a wife. He was a nice brother, real nice brother. And she was kind of like her mama. She was real rowdy. You know, throw lamps and stuff. Yeah. See, she called him when he was vulnerable. But last time I heard he had 2 children. He got married, moved to Indiana. Yeah. See, daughter didn't know because they used to come in the store. Did he used to work with you?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, see? That's what I'm saying. But I can't tell none of y'all that. You just go marry them. You done built their self-esteem by buying them stuff. So I'm real cautious on stuff like that. Ask God, go back to James. Ask God for wisdom. Not just your spiritual life period. There's a reason why God have you holding out. Okay. Well, I done held out too long.
Hold on some more.
See, people don't know how to What did she say?
Said, hold on some more.
Yeah, hold on. I agree with her. Like, hold on. Hold out. You have to learn the James Cleveland song. Lord, help me to hold out. Yeah. We be so anxious to get in this stuff. If somebody come here and they say, well, bitch, you want to go to dinner? Okay. So where we going? Oh, we going to this nice, eloquent restaurant, blah, 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 blah. Now, I got enough sense to read into that. So I may go, and then they want to talk. Well, tell me a little more about you. I'm the pastor. What do you want to know? Huh? You know. So you gotta be real careful of that. It's called being watchful. Some of y'all not watchful. People in church today now, they got all kind of line. Y'all need to stop that. You know you be going on them sites. Go on. You get the man that shot folks up in West Virginia. You better stop that. You know, women doing it too. They killing men. Yeah, they killing men. Yeah. You know you got a bad heart. You go to get your 25-year-old girl. You dead. Shoot. Okay, let's read. Let me go and read this so we can get ready for Bible study.
And upbraideth not, and it shall be.
Yeah, ask God for wisdom. See? Pray about it and wait till God to give you that. Stop making up stuff God said. I can't stand that. I don't make up stuff God said. It may sound like sometimes when I'm talking to people, I don't make up stuff. Okay, let's start a spiritual life in your book.
In fact, your relational condition and your spiritual condition are as intricately connected as strands on a rope.
Yeah, see, they got to get to know people by the Spirit.
This is a major problem.
Do a picture tell you how a person, unless you got good discernment, do a picture really tell you how a person really is?
No, sir.
Okay, if you got a bunch of pictures on your Instagram or on your Facebook and they wild stuff, that tell you what you are. That really tell you what you are.
Yes, it does.
And I just don't understand this. Maybe it's not for me to understand social media. I just don't understand. If you're that private person that you say you are, why is all your stuff online? Why? And then someone's got the nerve that if we get mad at our boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband, wife, put it online. That means you are immature. You know, you don't want the bishop to know nothing about you, which I probably know more than you think I know, because I have spiritual insight. And you're hiding from me, but then you're going to write out there and put it right and see, and then you think nobody sees it. Now, how are you friends with all these people, and you think they ain't going to get your business out there? Come on, let's talk up in here. I feel Jesus. You know. You got now. So you put your goody two shoe pictures, you know, on your open page. Now your private page, you got something else. I just learned how to be accountable. My mama always taught me how to be accountable. If you spend the night over somebody's house, I don't care if you're 15, 16, you call your mama. 18, you call your mama. Because if anything happened, they would know. Hear me? Young ladies, if you're going out of town, downtown by yourself, you make somebody know where you're going. 2 or 3 people. Because they may call the person you let know, and then this is what we do. Let's say Kelly going out of town, but she don't want nobody to know, so she called Mandy. Mandy, now, I don't want nobody to know where I'm going. You the only somebody to know where I'm going. That's not wise. That's not wise. I'll tell you why that's not wise. When I first moved to Atlanta, I got robbed. When I moved out in this area, there was no black barber shop. There's only one. And it was a lady, her name was Phil. And she wanted to cut my hair like she wanted to cut it. So I told her no. But I think you'll look better. Well, this is not your head. So anyway, I drove way over in Southwest Atlanta to a barber shop. And so I told my wife I'm going down there. I left at 7. I didn't get home till almost 2 o'clock in the morning because I got robbed. And I wasn't sensitive. The lady came in. They were playing. I thought they were playing, but the lady had just got robbed. And she told the guy. So I ain't paid no attention. I just listened to her talk. She just got robbed. So on my way home, I thought I knew somebody. And they said, "Could you drop me off?" I said, "Oh, yeah." And they got in and they took me to the teller and robbed me. Got to the teller, drew the money out. Now, this is what I'm telling you about being accountable. I'm sharing a very private conversation with you in this church. And I know I'm online, but how you need to be accountable. So my wife was like, something wrong, he ain't made it home. I then stopped at a phone booth to call her because we didn't have a cell phone then. When I got home, I told her what happened. So that Monday, I worked in Buckhead. And so I went to the bank to see, had the money. The lady said, we have no transaction money came out your account. My pastor told me, he said, that means you was doing the right thing. And God protected you. But you got to be more watchful. So anyway, about 2 weeks later, I went downtown to take somebody home, and my wife kept calling me, and I got mad and stopped at the phone booth and called her. I said, why are you calling me so much? She said, don't you remember you got robbed about 2 weeks ago? And you hadn't made it here yet? That's why you be accountable. Because, see, every black man looks like the same black man. I got on a black and white outfit, he got on one. He could have been the one that did the crime. But we don't make ourselves accountable. Somebody just go where we want to go, when we want to go. I don't understand. When I was going to the club, we went out in bunches. You know, one person go to no club. The whole crew go. When you see the young ladies at the club, they all hanging out. They girlfriends. They hanging out. Some of y'all so sassy, and you go out there and then somebody robbed you or somebody do something to you or somebody halfway raped you. Now you want to get on the news and cry, oh, no, let somebody know what you're doing. My mom would not leave in the morning going to work without saying, I'm on my way to work. Because she rode the city bus. And she had a long ways to ride. She had to transfer. So she let her, when she got to the next place, go to the phone booth, call, I'm in so-and-so, so-and-so. That's not you not being grown. That grown people are wise. They know how to what? Be accountable. Some of us say, we turned 21 and we losing. No good way you never drunk no vodka. Now you trying vodka, scotch, hot scotch. Knowing you got a weak stomach. I was 21 years old. I was an alcoholic. Could nobody tell me I was not one. I knew it. And I started looking at the people around me when I come in the house, what they was doing, how they act, that made me get myself together. What you think is fun, it'll catch up with you. It'll catch up with you. When I got saved, I didn't drink. I got saved. Most saved people drink more than folks out in the world. Then when you get drunk and throw up, and now we got to have a prayer line just for you. Because you can't hold your liquor. Go back to the book. It's the truth. Y'all so grown. Don't, let me tell you something. I hate the day I told my mama I'll be glad when I get grown. Because sometimes I wish I could, if she was still living, I go there to eat, I go there to sleep, I go there, I ain't have to worry about no bills. Some of y'all rush to get grown, but now you're crying every day about a bill. You cook for yourself. Now, if you got a little friend that comes over every now and then, you may cook for them. But when you talk about marriage, you got to cook every day. Lucille. Did somebody tell you go down and marry that country boy? They want like a mama's meal? Go get you one of them millennials. Because my wife didn't walk in the door with a Chick-fil-A bag and say, well, you got to get what you want to get. She came home and cooked. My wife worked every day. And she cooked. Unless my mama called and said, y'all come over, I cook. Let's read.
This is a major problem and a very real one. We often learn about the divine from the fleshly. As John writes, if anyone says, I love God, yet hates his brother, he is a liar. For anyone who does not love his brother whom he has seen cannot love God whom he has
Yeah,
not
you can't love God if you ain't never seen God, but you see me every day, but you hate me. Come on.
Unsaved people beget a picture of an unsaved God.
Come on.
Contrary to what some people say, our walk with God isn't an unshakable path, which cannot be affected by others. Others matter a great deal in how safe we feel with the Lord. Many people have lost intimacy with the Savior through believers who
See there?
treated them in his name.
Yeah. Oh, I love the Lord, but you got 4 girlfriends. Is that judging? Because help me out on my seasoned ministers and stuff. Is that judging? Didn't Jesus tell the woman you got all these boys and ain't none of them your husband? Was he judging? No, he told her facts. Y'all get mad because of facts. Come on.
As Job said, for the despairing man, there should be kindness from his friend, lest he forsake the fear of the Almighty. Have you ever been turned away from your fear of the Almighty by unkind friends?
Mm-hmm. You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Come on.
Think of a minute about your own journey with God. Most of us will remember periods of closeness and warmth, times of doubt or anger, and times when God seemed critical, dangerous, or even apathetic. Draw a simple timeline of your spiritual journal. Briefly identify and describe the stages you've experienced in your walk with God over the years or months or weeks. Now draw another timeline under that and ask the same thing about your closest relationships. Are there parallels in the two journeys? Often people find that in seasons of life when they felt they belonged to God, they also belonged to good people.
Mm-hmm.
And when God felt unsafe, so were the people.
Yes.
These two principles need to always be seen in relation to each other. Never evaluate your spiritual life without also looking at your life in the world.
Mm-hmm.
In summary, safety deficits can cut us off from a vital arm of God.
That's what God be doing when he's moving people in your life. He holding you up. He's stopping you from doing certain things because he knows certain things. On this particular, before we go in the Bible study, on this particular point, go to chapter 12 of 1 Kings. We don't practice these principles today. It's got to be 1 Kings. It's chapter 11. Begin at verse number 1. I've never seen it like this before. Now, and I guess I've been in ministry for a while, but I've never seen people cut people so loose when they meet new people, when they do something different, when they, I just don't understand that. And then sometimes I can look in there and see where they ain't really going where it need to be because of the way I deal with my life. Read.
But King Solomon loved many foreign women.
Yeah, see, some of us love the world. So when you love foreign women, which in this text represent, he literally like foreign women, but a lot of people got the text wrong. Solomon was a womanizer, but Solomon, that ain't what he's talking about. Solomon would make allegiance with these women to do what? Business. With they, if I married the queen of, if I married the Pharaoh's daughter, so when Egypt come against me, they're not going to come against me. They're going to fight me because I'm married to his daughter. He was very wise. Read.
As well as the daughter of Pharaoh. When women of the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Edomites, the Sidonians, and Hittites, from the nations of whom the Lord had said to the children of Israel.
Lord told them, ye shall not go into them. He knew that. But he's like us. We just go into what we want to go into. Read.
You shall not intermarry with them.
You should not intermarry with them.
Nor they with you.
Now, I don't believe that this is just Old Testament. I don't think this is even for today. You should not hook up with them. You should not. They're going to draw you away. Keep reading.
Surely they will turn away your hearts after their God.
See, they're going to turn your heart away from God. And we've seen that happen. Haven't we seen that happen? I know I have because I'm the pastor. I don't know if you've seen it or not. And then some of us don't want to see it because it's our family. Read.
Solomon clung to these in love.
He loved them. If you notice something, anything that took them away from God, Solomon loved men and women. Then it goes, Samson loved Delilah, which means they had stole their love for the divine away from them. Keep reading.
And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines. And his wives turned away his heart.
And he turned his heart away from God.
For it was so when Solomon was old that his wives turned his heart after other gods. and his heart was not loyal to the Lord.
His heart, and our heart don't be loyal to the Lord because we care about ourselves. Anybody agree? But me. I agree wholeheartedly. I've seen it happen to me. And that's an area I'm very cautious with in my life. Out of all the people I talk to about me in my private life today, the person said something to me that nobody never said to me. They said this to me. They said, you have to be very careful who you meet because who you meet affects what you just used to have. Here you go right here. Some of us let friends pull us out of church. Friends we've never even seen in person, just talk to them. Some of us meet people at work. They pull us away from God, our loyalty to God. Now, you can preach this all day and shout when I preach it, but guess what? It's real. It is real. God always told Israel not to mix. He said, God, if you mix with them, they're going to stray you. And some of us pretend like we're real loyal to God, and we're really not. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verses 1 through 4, before I go in the bag. Yeah. See, we don't teach this no more. Here you is filled with the Holy Ghost. You gonna date a Muslim. Well, that's your choice. But don't be calling me talking about he wants me to walk behind him. Hmm? Hmm? So I came up in the day, and that's why I probably sound kind of off. I come in the day when they monitor who you dated. When I say they monitor, they want you to be equally yoked together. They didn't want you to be not equally yoked together. Okay, let me ask you a question. If I was to meet somebody and say we to get in depth, and so if she's supposed to come with me, I had to go with her. Yeah. But we don't do that no more. There's no way possible. If I meet somebody in California, that I'm finna move to California and marry them. But that's the Lord's doing. How you know that's the Lord? She came to California and she got a riding family and beat the devil out of me. I come back with bruises and everything. Ooh, bitch, it look like he done lost weight. Yeah. See, don't go on that man some of them folks. Down that real low part of Louisiana, down about all that water. Every time you come back, you have a tattoo, and it's not a tattoo that somebody did. Yeah, come on. Read for me so I can go in the back. Real fast. Start at verse number 2. When the Lord bring you into the land whether thou possesses, you come on, read.
And have cast out many nations before you, the Hittites and the Girgashites and the Amorites.
Go down to verse 2.
And when the Lord your God delivers them over to you, you shall conquer them and utterly destroy them. You shall make no
covenant with them.
Nor show no mercy.
Nor shall you show them mercy. But this Old Testament, read.
Nor shall you make marriage.
Nor shall you marry them. Come on.
You should not give your daughters to their sons, nor take their daughters for your sons.
That was back then. Come on.
For
And
they
you
will
wonder
turn
why?
your sons away from
You wonder
God.
why your little child act like a booger bear? Because you went there and married a booger bear. Come on. So I don't play the hookup game. Me and my wife, since I had this man, I can name one couple that we hooked up. And we really hooked them up. My wife, we invited the girl to a birthday party my wife gave me, and she invited the guy. And that's how they met. And they still together. Y'all too busy hooking folks up. But I got this girlfriend, I think she'll be nice for you. For real. Then I go over there, she got paws. I don't play that hookup game. When have you heard me hook somebody up in this church? If you've been around, I don't hook people up. I really don't. Somebody be hooking everybody up. I got a girlfriend on my job, and she got a cousin. He's single. He's an entrepreneur. I'm finna go to the bed. Keep reading, nigga.
For they will turn your
See what he said they're gonna do? Just what he told Solomon.
to serve other gods.
Now Moses wrote this book. Now we read it right again down there in 1 Kings. They're gonna turn your heart away from God. And that's what they used to teach us when I got saved. And we wonder why divorce rate is so high in church. Because everybody's making their own decisions to who they want. And it used to be a time women were respectful and wait on a man. They don't wait now. I had a boy in my church when I first started ministry, and this girl came to the church, so he goes over to her, she goes over to his house. And he told her, I'm going in to take a shower. When he came out, she took her clothes off and got in the bed. Now that's what been saved. Y'all don't waste no time now. Well, me as a man, that wouldn't stand good with me. You know why? Because they let me know if she did that with me,